Hey, how are you this morning? I hope you're doing fine. So, I felt like reflecting of 2025. It's almost over, and I don't know. It went on too quickly. Like I felt like I should have felt it more. It's very odd how quick the time went by, and how it could be slow too. Like I'm waiting for something like a competition, like the announcement of the winner of this competition, and it felt slow now. But when the 2025 is happening, when it was happening, it felt very slow. I don't know why though. Um, I guess time itself, like you experience time. Everyone experiences time contextually. It really depends on what you're feeling at that moment, I guess. What your attempts are, like what you're thinking about. Um, well, what do you want currently, like what you're waiting for. When you're waiting for something that you're really excited about, it would be time will go slow, which is very interesting. Why it will be slow? You're waiting for it, but when you're not waiting for anything and you're just like doing stuff, I guess, like you just work or whatever, you're just doing your thing, and time will went by so quickly. It's very interesting. Like I reflect on 2025, and there's some milestones, I guess, like in terms of my um I guess in terms of my the way I kind of prepare, like not prepare, the way I resort like my feelings. Like usually I would get easily triggered, like just doom scrolling. Like I will doom scroll, and I will be triggered by something that I've seen online. Now I kind of slowly, of course, but it helped, like somehow slowly I became more and more. Hello, Nasarudin. Yeah, so the thing is like about being triggered, like usually it will be so easy for me to get triggered in 2024. In 2025, it become less and less. I guess because I practice a lot of this kind of like mentality thing, like where I try to not, yeah, okay, Mr. Sister, what am I gonna say again? Oh yeah, like I try to not get triggered. I consciously try to not, like if I'm doom scrolling or checking on any kind of social media, and I don't know, sometimes the algorithm doesn't really follow my interest. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and I will see um certain content that I don't, it just doesn't vibe with me, and it for some reason it irks me. I think this is yeah, I think this is common. I guess this is universal. Like when I'm like doom scrolling, I would just felt like, um, why is this content really making me so annoyed? I don't get it. But like I try to now, instead of like being annoyed at the content that I'm seeing, like, oh I hate this, whatever. Oh, this makes me really triggered. I try to kind of get deep inside of me, say, okay, this is not something that I should waste my time on. I have to invest my time in something more important instead of just being triggered all the time. But it's not like I'm not special or whatever. I'm not Superman. I still get triggered still, but it's not as intense as it was before, especially in 2024 when I get triggered quite easily. It's not fun to be easily triggered. And then this is the thing, I've watched someone's podcast, I listened to someone's podcast, and they said that when you kind of checked on why are you triggered, you really check, like if you're doing something online, you see a piece of content and like it triggers you, you have to actually check why does it exactly trigger you. In 2025, I'm doing that. I'm doing that all the time. Hello, Monita. Hey, Monita. Okay, like I'm doing that all the time in 2025, where if some kind of piece of content triggered me, I would ask myself, why does this trigger me? Why do I feel like this is bothering me? Why do I feel like I want to waste my time on hating on something that is so insignificant, so arbitrary, you know? Like it's so it's like so bizarre when you think about it. Like, thank you for like, yeah, great job, Munita. So it's so bizarre how why something could you want to waste your time on hating on something that it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't. So that's really helping me with being more mature. I guess like not mature. I'm already am mature. I guess I don't know. I'm a millennial. I guess millennials have like this thing where we're like extending our adolescence. I guess this is kind of like a typical millennial thing where we have extended adolescence. Like millennials are still playing video games in their 40s or something. But the point is, like, I became a better person. I've liked, subscribe, and that's what I meant earlier. Oh, thank you, Mama Monita. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking. And I hope you enjoy my content. I will try to post regularly, I guess. Yeah. But the point is, what I'm talking right now is about reflecting on 2025. Your brother from England and from Indonesia. Oh, that's really cool. So if your brother is from England, so he's British. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, hello. Hello, Bobo got Black 5622. Um, yeah, thank you for liking. So, anyways, like, yeah, reflecting on 2025, it went by pretty quickly for me. I guess it's kind of common for everyone. There's a lot of things that have changed. AI is pretty scary, I guess. Hello, me, Roger, and Roger. Hello, Angita Putri. Hello. So, yeah, the thing about 2025 is about like the scare for AI. Your sister is really beautiful. My sister? Okay, I accept that. Thank you, I guess. So, anyways, like currently AI scare a lot of like things like that. Like also a lot of natural disasters. Like here, the thing about the current society we live in is that we're not really in the future, I guess, but we're in the process of being in the future. You cannot speak English? Oh, I think you can. I think you're pretty good. We're in the process of being in the future, I guess. Like we're like millennials and like older Gen Z is in the process of being in the future. Um, we're getting there. Like there's self-driving cars. It's not really as stable. There's talk about the Mars going on Mars is so. But whatever. That's kind of being too abstract. Like me specifically, like in 2025, other than trying to control my triggers so it won't be as palpable or it won't be as intense. There's something about really kind of dig deep inside of your heart and knowing why something triggers you, it kind of gives you some like a mirror about who you are as a person. For example, if you're triggered by watching, like by something that some like a politician said or whatever, no, that's too much. I don't know, but triggered by anything. Nice to meet you. My name is Munita. Yeah, nice to meet you too, Munita. Like if you're triggered by a movie, or whatever, like there's something about that movie that probably is something that you haven't really seen inside of yourself yet. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then there's so many natural disasters. Also about like I'm really thinking about really lowering down my internet usage. That's kind of something too. Someone is thinking about going analog and not really using phones anymore, like smartphones. Waalaikumsalam Muhammad Ali. Hi, Yusuf Pribadi. And someone was what I was saying. Oh yeah, someone wants to completely analog from completely go analog and not like use phones or whatever. I'm not in that case, but like I'm trying to kind of limit my screen time. Really kind of like putting that into perspective because it does affects you. Like screen time and stuff like that. Go touch grass. That's like a real thing, I guess. Like go outside, talk to people, or just if you're introverted like me, you should kind of read a book instead of just scrolling. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I guess that's my reflection for 2025. Oh, about books, I guess like yeah, because this is a booktube. All of a sudden I got into tangents. I get the about books, I guess the cool books that I've read in 2025. There's a lot of it actually. I think I've read a dozen books, like quite a lot of books, and I guess like the best books that I could think of at the top of my head that I love, and it really kind of encapsulates 2025 for me is like the book. Like I guess what is it? I guess Di Tanah Lada by Ziggy. I guess that really kind of encapsulates, or I guess that's one of my favorites in 2025. Like reading Di Tanah Lada by the author Ziggy. Pretty cool. What else? I guess that's about that. I'm Thank you for watching until this point, me rambling about my reflections on things. Pretty sure you guys are also very, really cool people. So I guess that's that. Thank you for watching and happy almost New Year. I'm gonna post something. Bye.